Hi Leo, welcome to February 2018. This is a really important month for you because we're in the eclipses and you just had the Leo Lunar Eclipse on January 31st, and that's going to be followed by the Aquarius Solar Eclipse on February 15th. So with the lunar eclipse, and both eclipses really, is they do bring things to completion. So in January, going into February, maybe something is finishing up for you. And that's good because you don't want to be wasting time or energy on anyone or anything that isn't doing it for you, isn't right for you. And the moon, when it's full, it brings light and awareness to what we didn't know before or what was hidden. With the solar eclipse, that is a new moon. So something new is starting for you in the area of relationship because of the work you've done with yourself, because of these realizations that you've made with yourself. Here in January, maybe you figured something out, that for some of you, you're ready for a new relationship. For some of you, you want to move, or you want a new job, or you want to start a new business, or you're ready, you know it, you can feel it, that there's something brewing, there's something cooking, and that you're ready for it. And in February, you're going to feel incredibly liberated. And that's because you realize you're the only one you have to guide through this swamp in February. There's a lot of water in here. Venus enters Pisces on the 10th. Neptune is in Pisces. Mercury enters Pisces on the 17th. Mars squares Neptune on the 17th. The Sun enters Pisces on the 18th. And so there's this whole water element going on at the same time of the eclipses. And for some people, they could be getting lost in this energy or feeling really spaced out, distracted, confused. And you're feeling great. You're like, hey, I'm just focusing on me and what I need to do and what I have to get done. And you'll feel really free and liberated if you do that. And let other people figure their own way out through the water this month. Your job is to take care of you. You've got an eclipse in your sign, and that means you're being eclipsed. And when we're being eclipsed, that's the universe, saying, hey, look at what you're doing, look at where you're going, and how's it working for you? And if it's working for you, keep going. Maybe you make some changes. If it's not, or there's something else you want to be doing, listen, pay attention, because you can get insight and information. You can get it from a child. You can get it, from nature. You can get it from a commercial. You can get it from a book. I mean, there's so many ways that the universe can talk to you and whisper in your ear to tell you what the next thing is that it can really empower you. And I just joined a school called Teachable, where I'm going to be I just created my academy. It's the BizWiz Success Academy, where I'm going to be setting up curriculum and teaching people how to build wealth. And the things that I know, I'm going to be putting onto my academy and offering these online courses. And I'll put the first one out later this year once I have time to build it. And so that was something new that was presented to me through my daughter. And so you never know who could be giving you the right idea at the right time that you've been waiting for to go to the next level or do something new that you didn't even think that you could do, or you didn't know how to do it. Then all of a sudden someone walks in and goes, oh, well, here's, you need this website, or you need this, you need to learn this skill, or you need this program, and you get this program, and then you can do it. And then you have the answer. And so cut your losses with anyone who's not the real deal with you. Do not waste time on people that are not doing it for you. This is about you taking love to the next level. This is about you taking your life to the next level. This is about you moving up in what you're doing. And you're getting ready for Uranus, who's going to move into that area of your destiny in the world starting in May. And so this is a really important time for you. And one of the most important things that eclipses require us to do, like how I move with the water, is to let go of what no longer serves. That's one of the big things that eclipses do, is they, shake off the dust, shake off the old, and get ready for the new. Now, the solar eclipse is happening in the area of marriage and partnership for you. So, this is a really interesting eclipse. Now, you have the sun and the moon coupled together in Aquarius. You have Mercury there in Aquarius. Juno is there. Juno is the wife of Jupiter. She's an asteroid, but she's the wife of Jupiter. And they're all squaring Jupiter. So, and Jupiter is in Scorpio. So there could be something going on for some of you in relationship where, maybe there's some discord going on or jealousy, or, for some of you even that betrayal could come up. Because in the archetypes with mythology, Juno, she was the jealous wife of Jupiter because Jupiter was always cheating on her, having sex with everybody. And so she was furious, but she wouldn't divorce him. So she was that archetype, the one that won't leave the relationship, but, punishes him and everyone else for the betrayals. And so, there could be some of that drama going on here at the eclipse because Juno is merged with the sun and moon in Aquarius, and they're all being squared by Jupiter in Scorpio in the area of family and home for you. So there's something mythological going on here, archetypal, with the Leo energy and Aquarius ruling, which rules your house of partnerships and relationships. And so, for some of you, you could be waking up going, oh, what's really going on here? I'll have none of that. And then you just cut your losses and, move on. Another way you could take this energy is in lovemaking, because Mars is squaring Venus. And when Venus and Mars square off like this, it creates a lot of physical attraction. So, so there could be, for some of you where you're having makeup sex and you're having a lot of passionate sex. And that's a wonderful way to use this energy, by the way. It's a great way to channel Mars. Mars is energy, passion, desire. And so by using him this way with passion and sexual expression, then it has a healthy outlet. Don't let it stew up inside. If someone has wronged you, whether it's a friend or a partner, family member, let them know and set a boundary and raise your standards so that it doesn't happen again, so that you are really looking out for you. Now, another way this energy could go, like for single Leos, you could get attached. For single Leos, you guys could get engaged here. You could get the ring in February. You could get that commitment of marriage in February. It's going to be unique for each Leo. This is a general forecast, and it depends on what's going on with you each individually. And so it is going to be kind of a crazy month, though. There's a lot of good energy in here, though. Uranus is sextile, opportunity, with the sun, the moon, and Mercury, and that's making it legal. That's a commitment. That's where, and maybe for some of you, you're really surprised, too, because your partner was keeping it on the down low, or he or she wasn't kind of saying anything, and then all of a sudden, at the eclipse, or Valentine's Day, the day before the eclipse, they present the ring. And, will you marry me? And you are, yes, I will marry you. And so it will be unique for each one, where for some of you, you're just like, I'm completing this and I'm moving on. For others of you, you're like taking it to the next level. You're getting attached. You're going on to the next level of the relationship. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. You'll have to feed back on here about, you know, what's going on with you. I'm really curious with this Juno-Jupiter thing at the time of the eclipse in this area of marriage and partnership for you, how that plays out with all of us and many of you. Now, what else is cool here is this Aquarius solar eclipse kicks off the Chinese Lunar New Year, February 16th. And it's the year of the dog. Roof! I'm a dog. Yeah, I'm a dog in Chinese astrology. And so you can find out what you are. There's 12 animals with the Chinese astrology. Just Google it. Just Google Chinese New Year, year of the dog, and you'll get a million websites. Pick one, go in, and they tell you what it is based on the year you were born. So based on the year you were born, you'll be whatever animal that is. And then you can find out what kind of year it is for you based on the animal you are and how you relate to dogs. Dogs are loyal. Leos are loyal. Dogs have a big heart. Leos have a big heart. Dogs are positive energy. Leos are positive energy. And so it could be a great year for Leos. Yeah! And, you know, so check it out and see how it goes. Now, another weird day in here is the 17th, and that's because Mars is squaring off with Neptune. Mars is action, energy, desire, and he's in Sagittarius. He loves being in Sagittarius. Let's travel, let's go far. But when it hits Neptune, what day is it? Where am I? What day? What happened? Who turned out the lights? And so don't make any decisions that are major on the 17th. That will be kind of a wiggy day, a weirdo wiggy day, because Mars is being challenged by Neptune, and Mercury enters Pisces, Mercury which rules facts and figures and clarity and consciousness, going into spiritual, nebulous, dreamy, creative Pisces. And so we want to look at that too, is, you know, take a moment and not, you know, be in a hurry. Then the Sun enters Pisces on the 18th. Venus merges with Neptune on the 21st. And Mercury merges with Neptune on the 25th. So there's all this energy of water, and it can be confusing, and it can be where, you know, people are getting lost in the swamp, you know, of I'm drowning in the water. And, you know, you're going to feel great if you're looking out for you and you're taking care of you, right? Make sure you are doing what's right for you, and let others dog paddle to the shoreline. Swim to the shoreline. Is that more graceful looking? Swim to the shoreline and recover their grounding. Now, you do want to watch out for the 10th when the Sun is challenged by Jupiter. The Sun is your ruling planet, so when something challenges it, you got to be aware. And just be aware of anybody being dishonest with you on the 10th. But as well throughout the month, because of this Neptunian energy, we got to be careful with people, because, you know, Neptune does bring, you know, the liars, the hoax, the fools, you know, the scams, you know. You get these phone scams where people from India are trying to pretend they're the IRS. Or you get online and all these, we're going to make money together, or you've won $1 million, and, you know, whatever it is, $20 billion from the Prince of Nigeria kind of energy going on here too in the mix with the eclipses. So if anything sounds too good to be true, it is. If anybody is pulling your chain, be aware. Be aware of, you know, any kind of internet scheme, or, you know, if you're online dating, you know, make a Skype session so you can see the person, or FaceTime on Apple. Make sure you do some FaceTime or Skype time so that you can actually see who the person is, and know who you're really working with, or who you're dating, or who you're falling in love with. You know, be aware of. You know, the energy's a little weird in here, the 4th through the 17th, but there's a lot of good stuff too. The Sun is sextiling Uranus exact on the 13th. That's a stellar day for you. Mark that day. And Saturn sextiles the sun on the 25th. So it really is a strong month for you. You're building towards something. You are channeling your energy into something. And it's exciting what you're doing. And it's fun what you're doing. But, you know, also there's all this other weird stuff going on with the Pisces, Neptune challenging the planets. And so you want to watch for that too, that you're not being swept up in the brouhaha of the latest fantasy being sold on the internet or where it's being, you know, propaganda, you know, hoax, kind of exaggeration, false hopes. That kind of energy is really strong in here through the 17th. You have to be really careful. But it gets really clear by the 25th, you know, when the sun is sextile Saturn, that's strong. And Mercury is sextile Pluto on the 28th. That is really good energy. And it gives you the truth. When Mercury sextiles Pluto, you'll have the facts, you'll have the understanding. There won't be this lost in Neptune kind of, you know, kaleidoscope. What's real, what's not real, what's true, what's not true. There's going to be a lot of that going on in February, especially in the media, where they're going to be promoting all kinds of stories. But we don't know if any of it's true. We don't know if what they're saying is true. And so we want to be careful with what we're getting excited about or believing, you know, without, you know, taking a step back, breathing, let the dust settle, and then clarity returns. It gets really favorable in here, February 27th through March 17th. That's where the planets are really harmonizing, and it makes it easier for making choices and making decisions and knowing what's going on. With the eclipses, things can be happening so fast and furious that it's hard to know if you're making a right decision. And then when you add all of this Mars, Neptune, Venus, Mercury, Neptune, we don't have the facts and figures. We don't know the whole story. So it's very challenging to make right choices. But then by the end of the month, clarity returns, grounding returns, practicality returns, and it becomes much more favorable for making good, wise decisions. Single Leos, if you're available and open for love, you could meet someone this month. This could be a month where you do meet someone that's brought right to you who's absolutely wonderful for you. Also, for single Leos, you could be getting married. For some of you, you could be making that commitment this month where you are going to the next level in your relationship. And that's good too. For coupled Leos, do something unusual together. Don't do what you always do. Do something out of the ordinary for your relationship. But you're taking love to the next level. So go for it. Move up. Money looks good. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money this month. I would say the only time to watch out would be around the 25th when Mercury merges with Neptune, you know, to not maybe overspend, or if you're borrowing money for something, really look at the fine print, look at what you're doing. You know, all the planets are direct. And so this is the time to start something new. Get funding for that business. Move up in your home. With Jupiter in that area of real estate, this is a wonderful time for you to buy a home or move up into a better home. So you want to take advantage of that too. Career, the planets are moving forward. They're moving up. You're going to really start to gain in career success, career achievement as the weeks and months go on this year. Yeah, because you know what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing is, you know, it's such a big focus on relationships and other people here in February with the Aquarius and then the Pisces energy for you. Those are the relationship parts of your chart, part of it, and so is the Sagittarius part of your chart. And so you are very much focused on love, romance, relationships, and it's appropriate. So you may even find that you're more focused on that than career, or maybe it's, you know, 50-50, you know, where you're career, relationship. But this is the time for you to, you know, meet someone adventurous and fun and exciting and interesting, and, you know, make sure that you are out there meeting people. And, you know, those of you that are coupled, you know, really doing something unique and unusual together rekindles the passion, or makes the passion stronger and grow. Spiritually, you know, it's really about, you know, grounding and listening and paying attention to the clues, paying attention to what you're hearing, what the universe is saying. And that takes quiet time, where we have to shut off the electronics and we have to listen so that we can hear our inner being. We can hear our soul self. We can hear our mighty I am presence, our higher self. Health, Saturn is in that area. So Saturn is testing you. And you want to make sure that you're taking really good care of yourself and getting plenty of rest, exercise, drinking lots of water, taking that wonderful self-care of loving you, cat naps, whatever you need to rest and keep your body strong. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plus-ing my videos. Leo, you're rocking awesome. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like to work with me, you want me to take a detailed look at your astrology, or you're interested in coaching, the links are below in the Show More section. They're also up in the cards. So until next time, Leo, it's about you feeling free and liberated.